I'm outside, and that's kind of shocking, probably, for some of you. And I look really extremely pale, I realize this. But, yeah, I am. Yeah. But not that extremely, it's just the lighting, okay? The outside lighting. Yeah, never mind. But anyways, I wanted to make a video about how I felt about nature. And no, this isn't like the kind of video that I'd say I don't like environmentalists and that I totally for burning down the trees and not using recycled paper. I'm totally for all that jazz. But it's more about just kind of having a brighter view of the world, I guess. And I think that over the last few years, starting in 2008, considering that was the worst year of my life, probably, thus far, and I think after 2008, I kind of slipped into this deep depression, and I haven't really gotten out of it entirely yet. And from that, I've sunk into so many other things and struggled with so many other things, and it's really changed me as a person and how I view the world, like nature. And that sounds really weird, but having been through depression, it really has changed my view on nature, and I just want to like forget about it all and just move on with life. And that's not a good way to be, I guess, because my dad always used to get upset whenever I would say something that, oh, our world's not beautiful and stuff, and he would always say that it's really sad that I can't enjoy the world like normal people and stuff. And it's only been this last year that God's really changed my views on things, and having changed those views, He's really brightened up how I see the world, and actually let me be able to see beauty in this world. Even in Southern California, that is saying something, I tell you. If you've ever been here, it is not very pretty. It's like desert, and like it's like brown and puke green. Yeah, there's no really green things, and it's pretty, okay? Just take my word for it. And, yeah, it's different than Northern California, I promise. It is saying a lot that I actually somewhat have found where I live to be a beautiful place over this last year. And I know why that is, and I know the 4 people that God's used to change me the most in this life, and every time I walk outside at this time of day, the only time of day I like to go outside, I always think about them, and I always think about how much they've changed me. I always think about something at night. One time, my best friend, who's really changed me, she's like the only person of those 4 people who lives in California. The other people, like 2 of them, I don't even know in person. And then one of them is just away. I probably won't see him for like ever. But yeah, anyways. My best friend, she slept over like last year sometime. And we went outside. We were looking up at the stars. And I don't really think about the stars so much. She's like, okay, I'm going to race you, Esther. I'm going to race you in counting stars. So I'm like, okay. And I totally thought she was going to win. And so we were racing for like 2 minutes or something. And finally we stopped. And she asked me how much I got to. I said 300 something. And she's like, oh, I'm at 17 still. I was just admiring how beautiful they are. You know, whenever I look up at the stars, I just think about that. How much she enjoyed that. And it made me sad to think that I couldn't see beauty in the stars that night. And it just, being outside right now just makes me think about all those people, well, 4 people, who've really changed me and brightened up my world, I guess. And every time I just kind of miss them all. Even though my best friend is in California, like 40 minutes away, I still miss her to death. I don't see her that much. And 2 of those people don't even live in the same state as I do. But God has really used them in my life. And honestly, before I die, I really want to meet those 2 people. And the third one is just away in a different country. But that's a different story. But I don't know, it's just kind of a sad feeling, I guess, to go outside at this time of day and to think about how much God's really changed me, and the only reason I can see the world as in colors, I guess, instead of just shades of black and white and gray, is because of those 4 people that God has used so much. And that it blows me away. And it's because of those 4 people, and I don't know how to explain it, I guess. But I think that after, like, starting in 2008 to, like, 2011, I guess, I've really struggled, or till now, I guess, I've really struggled with having the right views on things, and God used those people to change me so much. When I go outside, I just miss them. Even though I've never met 2 of them, I just miss them. And I wish that I could meet them before I die and just hug them and be like, you don't even know how much you mean to me. Even, like, if I see my best friend, I hug her forever because she means so much to me, and I don't know. But yeah, that probably didn't make sense. I am not good at explaining it. Maybe it's all in my head that sees the world so dark, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, people who I don't even deserve come and kind of paint my little world in colors. And it's incredible. It's amazing, and I really don't deserve that. And I don't know, it blows my mind, and God's so gracious to me. And I don't know. But yeah, I don't think that made any sense, but I tried.